You know, it's really sad that people don't take cod liver oil like they used to. Like your grandmother probably gave you cod liver oil, right? And then we dropped it out. Cod liver oil is a superfood, and I'm going to explain why. Cod liver oil has like four main really important things: omega-3 fatty acids, EPA, the anti-inflammatory, DHA, which is more to support your brain and your nerve cells. But omega-3 is significant when it comes down to the hardcore research on the benefits. And the problem with all the omega-6 fatty acid seed oils, they compete for this omega-3, and a lot of people are not getting enough. But cod liver oil also has two additional things. It's a good source of vitamin D. It's also a good source of vitamin A. Now, I've talked extensively about vitamin D on my YouTube channel, but I want to spend a little more time on this vitamin A to really educate you on what that does. But if we just compare cod liver oil to fish oil, very, very different. You would need like 12,000 milligrams of fish oil to be equal to 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil. Now, if we want to get vitamin A from sardines, if we compare that 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil, you're talking about like a half of a pound of sardines. And then if you look at salmon oil, you'd have to consume 5 times as much salmon oil as you would that cod liver oil. So Dr. Price, a dentist, did an amazing job on a book, which I'm going to put the link down below, talking about indigenous diets. And some of them consume cod liver oil. And he really recommended this cod liver oil with high vitamin butter because the grass-fed butter contains a good amount of vitamin K2. A lot of benefits also for children and also women who are pregnant that have kids that then want a very good dental structure, because if you're deficient in some of these factors, you're going to probably need braces, possibly. You might have bone deformities. So these fat soluble vitamins early on are essential for the skeletal development of your body. But to get vitamin K2, you don't just need butter. You can get it from grass-fed cheese. You can get it from egg yolks, sauerkraut. And when you buy cod liver oil, okay, sometimes people don't like the smell, the taste. What you're smelling is the fish protein. Cod liver oil doesn't have a lot of heavy metal toxicity because these heavy metals don't accumulate in the fat. Most of the cod liver oil comes from Norway. And also one of the factors, if you're going to get your omega-3 fatty acids from algae, you're not going to have the vitamin A, you're not going to have the vitamin D, and I definitely wouldn't recommend that source for children. I think the ultimate thing to do is to have the mother consume it so then it comes through the breast milk. And that way you can get it in the ultimate form. But this idea that you can get your vitamin A from fruits and vegetables is absolutely positively not true. Unfortunately, the FDA allows certain manufacturers to claim beta-carotene as vitamin A, when in fact it's not. Right now, the number one most frequent autoimmune disease on planet Earth is Hashimoto's. And there's a huge, huge, tight connection between a vitamin A deficiency and hypothyroidism, especially if it's autoimmune, because there's vitamin A retinol receptors right inside your white blood cells. Vitamin A also helps you regulate iodine. But then over here you have the function of vitamin A influencing the mucous membranes of your mouth, of your sinuses, of your throat, of your lungs. This is why vitamin A is so important to prevent infections. And even the microvilli roots on the inside of your intestinal tract, right? Those are influenced by vitamin A as well. This is probably why they call vitamin A retinol, as in the retina. If you're deficient in retinol, you can go blind. So you're beginning to see the importance of cod liver oil because it's a great source of this vitamin A. I personally don't like liver, but I can do cod liver oil. And you can also get it in a capsule, dehydrated cod liver oil too, if you don't like the taste. I'm not going to even get into the vitamin D function. You probably have heard me talk about that a lot. Without vitamin D, which by the way, a lot of people are deficient, they're not going to really pull that calcium or magnesium in their body. So if a person consumes a lot of like beans, legumes, cereals, especially oatmeal, it's higher in phytic acid. That means the need for vitamin D goes up So this is why I would put cod liver oil in the category of a superfood, just because it's really hard to find a food that has all the fat soluble nutrients, not the ones that are precursors. I'm talking about the active forms, vitamin D, vitamin A, and plus this amazing omega-3 fatty acid. When we're looking at the immune system and we're looking at inflammation, think cod liver oil. And I think the next most important video for you to watch would be on vitamin K2. If you haven't seen this one, I think you'll really enjoy it. I put it up right here.